Welcome in, everyone, to Lively Lewis Stories.
That's right, we're back with even more awesome adventures with Levi and Ivy.
Set your storytime meter to fun and get ready to join the Lively Lewis crew.
All you need is your imagination and...
Off we go! I can't wait to see where our story takes us today.
Have you ever wanted to get more Lively Lewis in your life?
Well, we've got you covered.
Grab an adult and zoom over to livelylewisshop.com.
Or just click on the link in our show notes.
Enough about that. Let's get to today's super Lively Lewis story.
Streamers and balloons decorated the house as Ivy's friends and family celebrated her birthday. There was cake and candy and fun party games. Everything Ivy could have wanted. Well, almost everything. Mom, this party is absolutely amazing, exclaimed Ivy. Thank you and Dad so much for everything. You're welcome, birthday girl, said Ivy's mom, giving her daughter a big hug. I'm just so sorry the new American Girl doll you wanted wasn't available at the store anymore. They said they'd get it in soon, and when it arrives, she's all yours. Ivy smiled on the outside, but a little piece of her, just a teeny tiny piece, was a little upset. She really wanted to celebrate her birthday with her new American Girl doll and was sad when her parents told her that it would be just a few more days before she could have it. And there was one other little thing that Ivy wished was different about her birthday. She wished that her cousin Stella could be there. Stella wanted to be there, but she had a gymnastics tournament on the same day and wasn't able to make it. She was really sad to miss Ivy's party and told her cousin she would make it up to her very soon. I hope Stella's tournament is going well, said Ivy as she bopped a balloon across the living room to one of her friends. I really do miss her, but I'll see her soon. Wow, Ivy, you're being such a big girl right now, said her mom. You could have let Stella and your new doll not being here really upset you and take away from your special day. But instead, you understand that everything will work out and you're enjoying your big day with everyone and everything that is here. Ivy smiled at her mom as she headed off to the kitchen to get some more cupcakes. But as her mom turned to leave, Ivy's big smile turned into a little frown. But I'm still just a little kid, and I am sad that Stella and my new doll are missing from my party, whispered Ivy to herself. But she only felt that way for a moment before a friend ran over and invited her to bounce in the giant unicorn bounce house in her backyard. Ivy took a deep breath, snapped back into party mode, and off she ran to have fun with her friends and family who were at the party. And she had a great time. Once in the bounce house, Ivy ran into, or should I say bounced into, her brother Levi. Wow, this party's incredible, Ivy, shouted Levi as he jumped all around her. I ate 4 cupcakes already. Don't tell Mom. Don't worry, I won't, replied Ivy as she did a backflip. Are you having fun? Asked Levi. The best time, and it's only getting better because we're about to open presents, said Ivy as she high-fived her friends. You're gonna love what I got you, her friend said as she bounced up and down. I got you something to wear that I have too, so we can wear it to school and we can be twinsies, said another friend. Levi was too busy trying to break his highest bounce record to hear what Ivy and her friends were talking about, which was too bad for him. Because if he had heard them talking about presents, he maybe could have had time to put something together for Ivy. You see, Levi had forgotten to get his sister a birthday gift and would soon find out that what he thought was no big deal kind of made him feel like a bad big brother. Ivy, it's present time, called her dad from just outside the bounce house. Ivy screamed with excitement and she and her friends hopped out and ran toward a big pile of presents that were sitting on a picnic table in their backyard. Levi kept bouncing until his dad climbed into the bounce house to get him out. As he stumbled around trying to keep his balance, Levi bounced higher and higher. Levi! Shouted his dad as his son's bouncing made him lose his balance and tip over. Can you please stop and come with me? Ivy's opening our presents now. Presents? Thought Levi as he flopped on the bounce house floor. I forgot to get Ivy a present. The look on Levi's face changed from happy, bouncing excitement to a look of total panic. Ivy was already tearing through wrapping paper and looking through gift bags, so Levi knew he had no time to get her a present. He hopped out of the bounce house after helping his dad get up and watched from a distance as Ivy laughed and talked with her friends and family while she opened her gifts. She thanked them and held up the lovely things that they had given her. She looked so happy. That's when Levi thought that maybe she wouldn't even notice that she didn't open a gift from him. Maybe she had so many other presents that it was okay that he didn't get her anything. Levi liked the way that sounded in his head, so that's what he went with. He wanted to enjoy the rest of the party, and he wanted Ivy to as well, so he didn't mention anything about not getting her a present. Instead, he joined Ivy and her family and friends and continued to have a great day. After Ivy was done opening her presents, they had cake and played more party games as the afternoon turned into early evening. "I can't believe my party's all over," said Ivy to her parents as she waved goodbye to one of her friends as she left. "I know I said it before, but I really did have an amazing time. Thank you both for a great day." Ivy's parents gave her a big hug, and before starting to clean up, they all had one last family bounce in the bounce house. Ivy and Levi giggled together as they watched their parents jumping up and down. "Wow, I didn't think you could jump that high," laughed Levi, looking at his dad. "I didn't know I could either, and truthfully, I'm getting a little motion sick. I need to stop the hop right now," answered Levi's dad as he slowly crawled out of the bounce house and back onto solid ground. "I'm headed out too," said Levi and Ivy's mom as she hopped into the backyard. "Kind of hard to stop bouncing once you've been in that thing for a while." Ivy and Levi continued to bounce until their giggles turned into yawns, and they knew it was time to head inside.
Great birthday parties will make you super tired,
yawned Ivy as she walked inside with her brother.
Then I think we're going to sleep for 2 days because your birthday party was awesome,
said Levi. After helping their parents put away some food and take down a few decorations, they were told they should head upstairs and get ready for bed. So they did. "Happy birthday, Ivy," called out Levi to his sister as he walked into his room after brushing his teeth. "Thank you, Levi," Ivy called back as she crawled into her bed wearing her favorite snuggliest pajamas. She was ready to get a good night's sleep after having such a fun day. Meanwhile, in Levi's room, he was getting out his favorite pajamas too when he noticed something. It was a picture frame that was sitting on his dresser where he kept all his clothes. But more importantly, it was the birthday present he had gotten from Ivy at his last birthday. She painted the frame and covered it with stickers of all his favorite things. Then she put a picture of her and Levi inside from when they had gone on vacation to the beach. He really loved it. And that's when he realized, "Oh no, it does matter that I didn't get Ivy a birthday present," thought Levi to himself as he held the frame in his hands. "It doesn't matter if she got 1,000 other gifts today. She didn't get one from me. And it's not the gift. It's the thought behind it that shows you care." Levi sat on his bed holding the frame and thinking maybe Ivy was sitting in her bed, wondering why he hadn't given her a gift. Well, lucky for Levi, I suppose, Ivy was so tired from her party that she fell asleep as soon as her head touched the pillow. But yes, she had noticed that Levi hadn't given her a gift, but didn't say anything to him that day because everyone was having so much fun. Levi felt sad as he laid in his bed and drifted off to sleep. He put the frame Ivy had made for him on his bedside table and stared at it until he fell asleep. He knew the next day he had to make this right, so that's what he did. After a long day of birthday fun, Levi and Ivy both slept late, with Levi waking up just a few minutes before his sister. And as soon as his eyes opened, he started thinking of a gift he could get her. He looked around his room and thought maybe he could give her something he already had. "How about this truck so we can dig with it and build sandcastles at the beach?" thought Levi. "No, the wheel is always falling off. How about my old baseball glove so then we can play catch together?" "No, that would be too big for her." "How about my mood ring that I got at the arcade?" "No, that won't work either because Ivy got one too." Levi was sitting on his bed looking pretty defeated when his dad walked by his door. "What's up, buddy? I thought you'd still be sleeping after that great party yesterday. You must have bounced for 2 hours in a row," said his dad as he stood in Levi's doorway. That's when Levi told his dad all about Ivy's birthday gift. Or lack of birthday gift, to be specific. "I feel terrible, Dad, and now I just want to give Ivy the best gift ever," said Levi before standing up from his bed. "No, not the best gift ever, but the best day ever." "Well, that's a very nice thought, Levi, and I am glad that you see giving your sister a little something to show you care is the right thing to do on her birthday," said his dad, feeling proud of his son's decision. "I can help you. We just need to do a little snooping to find out what we need for Ivy's best day ever." And that's when they heard Ivy call for her mom. "Yes, honey, what is it?" she asked, running into her room. "Did you have a bad dream?" No, the total opposite, Mommy! Exclaimed Ivy with a look of pure joy on her face.
It was the best dream ever!
Levi looked at his dad and knew he had to hear all about this dream. That way he could figure out what to do for Ivy's best day ever gift. Levi and his dad quietly crept down the hallway and hid just outside of Ivy's room, listening closely to every word she said. "That's wonderful, Ivy. I can't wait to hear all about it," said Ivy's mom, getting comfy on her bed. "Well, it started off in Hawaii," began Ivy. "There were big buildings, taxi cars, and tons of people all around." Ivy, that doesn't really sound like Hawaii to me," said Ivy's mom. "Oh, you're right. My mistake. I was in New York City," giggled Ivy, still waking up. "And you were there with me at the American Girl store." "That sounds like so much fun," said Ivy's mom. "It was," exclaimed Ivy. "We started off the day by picking up my American Girl doll, and it looked just like me. I named her Katie, and the first thing we did was pick out matching outfits. I picked out the cutest pink shirt and jacket and a fun t-shirt to go underneath it. We were total twinsies." "Wow, you got your doll in your dream?" said Ivy's mom. "Hopefully that part will come true sooner than later." That's when Levi looked at his dad and asked if there was any way to get Ivy's doll that day. "There's a chance. I just have to call the store and see if it's in yet. I can't guarantee that it will be, but we can try," said Levi's dad as he ran off to give the store a call. Levi tried to stay positive, but he was really nervous that the doll wouldn't be ready in time. And if it wasn't, he wouldn't have any chance of creating Ivy's best day ever. As Levi continued to listen, he heard something else that he knew he needed his dad's help with. "What happened next, Ivy?" asked her mom, excited to hear more about Ivy's dream. "After we changed into our matching outfits, we were feeling a little hungry," said Ivy. "So we walked into the American Girl Cafe and sat down for lunch. But not just a regular lunch, a tea party lunch." "Oh, Ivy, this sounds so fun," said her mom. "And what tasty things did we eat?" Ivy went on to tell her mom about the silver tower trays filled with cookies, cakes, and the most delicious cinnamon rolls. There were tiny sandwiches and sweet, delicious fruit, and we can't forget the tea in the fanciest teacups I'd ever seen. Levi took all this new information and ran to tell his dad. Dad, whispered Levi. "While you're out picking up the doll, you also have to get supplies for the best tea party ever. And don't forget the food. We need little sandwiches, cookies, and cinnamon rolls." Levi's dad gave him a thumbs up as he continued to talk to someone at the store about Ivy's doll. "I think we're going to do it, Dad," Levi whispered with a big smile on his face. "I think we may actually be able to make Ivy's best day ever come to life right before her eyes. Now I gotta run back and listen to the rest of the dream so I don't leave out one detail." Levi disappeared around the corner as the planning for Ivy's best day ever continued. Hey friends, this is the end of part 1 of Ivy's best day ever. Come back soon for part 2. Thanks for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the story and learned a little something too.
And since we know everyone has their own story, we'd love to hear yours.
If you have an idea for a Lively Lewis story, leave a comment on our Apple Podcast review page with 5 stars, your idea, and your little one's name.
Then maybe our next adventure will be with you.
Until our next Storytime Hangout.
Thanks for listening. We can't wait to share another fun Lively Lewis story with you.